Women of Reddit, what do you think would be the worst thing about being a man? Feeling uncomfortable or shamed for showing your emotions. It's a sad truth, but since the dawn of time, men have been encouraged to live up to the expectations of having to be tough or being a rock for the family. As a woman, I think we feel more comfortable crying and expressing our sadness. Men get sad too, and it's about time they feel free to express it as easily as women do. Having to be the person physically in charge in a threatening situation. Like always being with a man when walking home from a party in a sketchy area at night. Yes, there is safety in numbers, but the dude is expected to be protective regardless of level of awareness, self-defensive, or drunkenness. That's a lot of pressure. I've been in situations where a woman in my group talked a lot of shit to some fairly scary characters, something she presumably wouldn't do if no men were with her. Not cool. Edit. Silver. Thanks, smiley face. A bit more about the most memorable one. About 22 years old, we've all been drinking and are walking at night near the Tijuana border in San Diego. Woman in my group is from the East Coast, starts mouthing off randomly to a van full of obvious actual gang members. They roll by with the side door open, re-all slow and re-all close. I didn't even dare to look up, but I guarantee there were multiple guns pointed at us. Her excuse: I didn't think there were gangsters on the West Coast. Girl, have you never heard of, insert multiple West Coast gang movies here? I know, and hate, this kind of women. After shit gets real, they are hiding behind the men. My BF once was at a concert with his sister and her, female, friend. The girls got in trouble with another group of 2 girls and 2 guys. They, just the 4 girls, started provoking each other, talking smack and threatening to beat up their counterpart. My boyfriend just asked the 2 guys if they wanted to grab a beer and they instantly became brothers. The girls weren't amused, they didn't beat each other up because they expected the men to do so. Oh, you got stuck taking care of the kids today, huh? Giving mom a day off, finally. Dads know what I'm talking about. Edit. Well, that blew up. Glad to see I'm not crazy. It's interesting to see the scattered few people say OMG people don't actually talk like that. And then see hundreds of other folks confirm that, yeah, people do say that shit. I was a stay-at-home dad until my daughter went to kindergarten. This hit me deep in the soul. I've been accused of being a child predator while reading a book on a park bench while my daughter plays, have had the cops called on me when my daughter and I were just walking down the street 2 blocks from my own home, and have been generally looked down on even by family members while I was a stay-at-home parent. The giving mom a day off line is just emotionally crushing sometimes when it's said. Edit. Thank you for the platinum. Thank you all very much for the kind words and the discussions had about this. EDIT2, thank you for the silver and gold as well. You spoil me. My daughter is 7 now and things like these haven't happened in quite a while. We actually just had a wonderful trip to the grocery store today. You all are wonderful people and I thank you for the kind words. Man. My ex-girlfriend chatting shit to some scary guy on a train who was acting out, and then just turning to me with a "Are you going to let him speak to me like that?" look on her face when she pissed him off enough. Dude would have fucked me up if I wasn't so good at being diplomatic. Dude. I feel your pain. Some guy in a club tried talking to my girl, I was cool but he casually touched her butt when speaking and she looked at me. I told him to fuck off, next thing I'm challenging him to go outside. I step out and he's fucking huge. Luckily as soon as we put our hands up to go, the bouncers grabbed us both. I told them what happened and got back in. Bouncers saved me an ass whooping and I played it off like he got scared of me. I can't believe this is so far down. Being, what people assume, the more aggressive sex would keep me up at night. But I'm a lover, not a fighter. I swear, my ancestors survived by saying something confusing and then running like hell while the angry person tried to figure out WTF they said. None of us enjoy fighting, lol. Edit. as this is closer to the top now, I guess I can stop not believing this is so far down. Jesus H. Christ, this is spot on. It's gotten to be a regular thing where someone wants to check to make sure I'm being escorted by my kids when I take them to a playground but don't hover over them. Which kids are yours? Bitch, I don't need to answer your questions. If you're not satisfied I have kids here, go call the cops and report someone at a park minding his own damn business. Some crazy old biddy called the cops on my husband when he took our kids to the park. It doesn't help that our kids are brown and my husband is super white. They look just like him once you get past the skin color. I had to drive to the park for the cops to not arrest my husband and take the kids. That woman was lying out her as asterisk about him. That's foo asterisk ked up. I sympathize as a single father who has taken my girls to play at the park, only to be questioned as to why I'm lurking around. A society where the default reaction to a dad at a park is discouraging. In a perfect world, she would be arrested for filing a false report or something along the lines. Then, as she is put into the cop car, the kids all gathered around your husband, cheering and chanting his name. I'd settle for just not being automatically seen as a threat.